talk about highest common factor and lowest common multiple of algebraic expressions. So let's do an example to clarify. Remember, we have coefficients and unknowns. So find the highest common factor of x and 8x. So the simplest way we can do it is to express these as products of their prime factors. So 2, that's 6x squared, 2, that's 3x squared, 3x squared, x, that's 1. Yeah, 2, that's 4x, 2, that's 2x, 2x. So let's express this one as a product of its prime factor. So you have 2 times 2 times 3 times x times x, which is equal to 2 squared times 3 times x squared. This one is the product of prime factors times 2 times 2 times x, which is equal to 2 to the power 3 times x squared. So the highest common factor, remember highest common factor, we take the common base at the lowest power. 2 is the common base here. So it's 2, lowest power is 2. Multiplied by 3 is not common. X, it's common. It's x. X is common in the lowest power. It's 1. It's 1. So our answer here is 4x. That's the highest common factor. Lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple of 2. Take common base, highest power. 2 to the power 3. Multiplied by 3 to the power 1. Multiplied by x to the power 2. That's going to give 8 times 3. Which is 8, 16, 24. This is the lowest common multiple. So let's do the following example. Let's do number 2. Let's do number 2. So we are going to have 2x squared y squared 72x y squared z squared. So we have these two. We express them as products of prime factors first. So 2 here, we have 2 here, we have x squared y squared. So x, this one becomes x y squared, x y squared, y, y. So this one is a product of prime factors. It's 2 times x squared times squared. And we move to this one. 2. 2 into 7, that's 4, remaining 1, that's 6. X, y squared, z squared. So let's move on. 2 again, this is 2, 3x, y squared, z squared. So 23 is the number that enters into 23. So even if we try 7, it doesn't enter. 23 on its own, it's a prime number. 23. So we have x, y. So x here, y squared, z squared. So y, z squared, y, that's z squared, z, 1. So as a product of its prime factors, it's 2 squared, 23. 2 squared times 23 times x, multiplied by y squared, multiplied by z squared. So the lowest common multiple is given by, let's let's take common base. So let's just put common base is power 2 to the power 1. Let's take highest common factor. That's one that we're doing. Highest common factor 2 to the power 1. 2 to the power 1. This is 23, right? 2 to the power 1. Highest common factor 2 to the power 1. So on x, it's multiplied by x to the power 1. Y, that's multiplied by y to the power 2. And z, we don't have z here. So the highest common factor is 2xy squared. Because that's the highest common factor. And the lowest common multiple? Lowest common multiple is given by, so you have 2 squared multiplied by 23 multiplied by x squared multiplied by y squared multiplied by z squared. So you're going to have 2 squared multiplied by 23, which is 72 x squared y squared z squared. That's the lowest common multiple of both numbers. So let's do the next. So the next one is almost similar to the one that we've done, and the remaining one you can do it in the comment section. So this is how we express algebraic functions: is highest common factor and lowest common factor. That's how we find the lowest common factor.